Hi, Laura. Laura, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm Tammy, and it's good to see
Hi.
you. Yeah, now we can see face to face.
Yeah,
So where are you at now?
I'm actually in Tel Aviv right now.
Ah, you are in Tel Aviv. Ah, you said something that you had a tour.
Yeah, I'm here until mid-July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great. So where are you staying?
I'm staying with a friend actually. I had an like a room here for the last couple of months, but I will move out and stay with a friend for the last couple of weeks here.
So maybe you can come next Thursday. It's our last day of the semester, and if you come in the morning, you can meet all. Hi, Dan.
איי, אני אהיה קצת גם בהתחלה.
Great. Happy to see you and
Great.
you candidate. And let's see who
Amazing.
else that I know of. Eldad, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So we have Dan is our current student in the program. Laura is someone that's interested in the program for next year. And we have someone, Megna. And
Hello.
hi, nice to meet you. Can we see you also?
Oh, hello. Hi.
Hi, where are you at now?
I am in Kerala, Amrita Puri Ashram.
You're in Kerala, and you meet all my friends there.
Can you name a few?
At Amrita, you're involved with the water project with Bhavani.
I'm involved with Badi project. Yes, I work with Bhavani ma'am under her.
Yeah, I was talking with her about you. So nice to see you. I really miss
Same here.
So it's good to see you here. Things there are better. Are you okay?
Yes. We are all doing great.
Wonderful. Ram will be here soon. I think you know Ram from the project as well.
Yes. I've been working with Dr. Ram.
Mhm. And we have another Dan. Dan, are you with us?
Yeah, hi, I'm here. Hi.
We would like to see you also.
Yes,
No,
here.
not Dan. Now the other Dan.
Okay, bye. Okay.
Dan Maurice. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hi, Dan. Israeli Dan, you have a twin in where are you from, Dan?
Yeah, I'm from Kenya.
You're from Kenya.
Yes.
So you can see there is Dan from Israel, and we have Dan from Kenya. I'm just sending Ram. He can't find the. I want to send Ram the link, so he'll find it, and then we can start. Okay. Okay. So who else do I see here that I didn't meet before we start? Sharon, are you here? Can you hear us? Some of them I know, and Tom. Tom, can you hear us? And Marcus? Well, I know all the names from the fives, but I don't know the people. So
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, so if you can open your camera, it will be great to see you all. And we'll wait 1 more minute before starting and seeing who is there. And okay. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. Where are you at now?
In Nairobi, Kenya.
In Nairobi. Okay. So we have several people from Kenya. And here is Marcus. Hi, Marcus. We haven't
Hi,
talked-
how are you? How are
Yeah.
you doing?
Oh,
Marcos in Colombia.
and you're in Italy now? Where? No, where are you?
In Colombia. In Colombia.
Colombia. Right. Tom,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. And I think I saw Tom should be in Italy at Johns Hopkins somewhere. Tom, are you with us? And here is Ram. Okay, if Ram is here, we can start. So let's just do a very quick introduction. My name is Tami Ronen. I'm the head of the program. I'm a professor at Tel Aviv University, and I work together with Ram that I saw a few moments ago. Ram, say a few words. Ram is I always say the heart and soul of our program. Ram, say a few words, please.
I think that it's a better description of Tami, but heart and soul is her department. But hi, I'm Ram. I'm basically like an economist that works on sustainable development. I belong to the public policy department in Tel Aviv University, and I've been working in this field for, I don't know, 15, 16 years. Yeah, very nice to meet you all.
Nothing was important before you were in this field, so who remembers what was before, right?
That's hardly just a little bit of an exaggeration. It's really nice to meet all of you.
So I saw Eldad. Eldad, will you say a few words? Eldad is going to join us next year. Hi, Eldad.
Hi everybody. Yeah, I'm new to the team in Tel Aviv University, and I'm very excited. I study in Tel Aviv University, of course, my master's, and I've been traveling and working around the world in developing countries before. I'll be the project manager in the program, and it's beautiful to see you guys. I'm very excited, and I wish we all have good luck and good studies.
And I saw Dan. Dan Edgar is our current student in the program. Dan, would you like to say a few words about being a student in our program this year? How terrible we are?
Yes. So I'm a student now in this cohort. It's a very multidisciplinary program. You touch from things from various aspects, and you do a lot. There's a lot of experiences. It's mostly fun.
Mostly fun. I expected you to say mostly hard work, but what's
No,
the
of course. There's also a lot of work. Yes, there's also a lot of work, a lot of assignments, and soon, like next month, we're just when we are finishing now the term, we're going to go to the project to do them abroad. So there's a lot of work still to be done. But yeah, we have a very diverse group. It's a great experience, and you learn a lot.
Where are you going to go, Dan? Where are you going in the 1 month?
Right. Okay. So myself and 2 other students. So we have been assigned to a project in Punjab, in northern India. It's a wastewater treatment project. So part of the program here is on the second term, on the second semester now, was a lot of work that we've done related to the project. And we're going to be there 3 months and do our research. I'm on the thesis track, so it's also going to involve my thesis writing and work. Yeah.
Tammy, Ruben is also here.
Yeah, I just saw Ruben join us. We had a talk today, Ruben. So will you present yourself and tell everyone that you are our first student from Ghana, but we have another one for next year? Please say a few words, Ruben.
Yeah, hello. Sorry I'm late, Tammy. I was just here somewhere. Thank you very much for the time. And I'm glad as the conversation goes on, I will jump in and then share with my friends my experience and the great work Tammy, Rami, and other lecturers are doing in Israel, especially on the Sustainable Development Project. I formally and then informally welcome our brothers and sisters who have agreed to be part of this great change we want to see in our country, our continent, and the world as a whole. You are all welcome on board. And as the conversation goes on, I will jump in and share my experience. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you very much.
And Ruben just told me today that he is not going to leave Israel. He's going to find excuses to stay here, and he has plans for the future. We will talk about it. So let me say a few words about
Ruben, maybe Ruben should say something about his summer plans, where he's going.
Okay, great.
Okay. Like, actually, I wanted to go home to Ghana, but by the design of our project, we have to be in Malawi. And I'm glad that we are changing an environment, not for change sake, but to make an impact in Malawi. So I'll be in Malawi during the summer and we'll be working on an agriculture project that is food monitoring and data collection. And I want to share with my friends and colleagues who have just joined us that if you want to actually make an impact, this is the place, you are the right place, and I will welcome you. Thank you very much. And we'll see you back when you are back from Malawi. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruben. If we'll have more students join us later on, I'll present them to you. And if we have time by the end of the meeting, I'll present all of you to each other, because I just want to have enough time to tell you a bit about the program. The idea of the program was to train, educate, teach students who can be ambassador to bring change to other countries, bring new technology, and try to study, assess, and learn how to work with the local population in order to improve their quality of life, bring modern technology, mainly that Israel developed, and try to apply change for better life in light of the SDG of the UN that talks about sustainable developmental goals. We are a multidisciplinary program. We are located at the Faculty of Social Science. Ruben is his picture. You can see in the back the building of social science building, but actually we come from different faculties. Ram presented himself, he came from economy, which is part of the Faculty of Social Science. I came from social work and I work with positive psychology. Hadass, she's not with us today because she just started going all over the world lately. She's an engineer. She's the head of the program for environmental engineering, and she teaches in our group. Eldad came from public policy, and Ofer is an agronome. So we're multidisciplinary faculties, and we have students coming from all over the world. This year we have applications from Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, India, Colombia, Brazil, Italy, Australia, Germany, and many more. And also the students have different background because we believe that no matter what you came from, it can be economy, business, engineer, social sciences, psychology, archaeology, you can learn how to apply change in your area. So actually our program is focused around taking change from theory into practice. So we have theoretical courses giving you the base to understand the word, agriculture challenges, whatever, energy, food, nutrition, but all the learning are escorted by exercise, demonstration, and the center of it are the project that students either applied project in the world, mainly Africa and India, but we're open to more experience, or conduct research, which are also concerned field change in this world. So we learn and apply the knowledge, the practice, and the application. Ram, would you like to say a few words about the program and your goals?
Yeah. We created this program, I think, not for those people who want to get a degree, but for those people who want to do something, to try and do something of value, something practical. So I advise, if your main interest in getting a degree, it's perfectly fine, of course, but maybe it's not the right program for you. Here, the degree, I see it as a byproduct of the real work. We're here to do work, and that's why the program is built around doing real projects that even we don't know how to solve. Nobody knows, and we try to bring in you as partners rather than as students. And we ideally we want to get looking for people with that attitude, people who want to learn by doing real projects. Not that the projects are not there for education, they're there because they are real, and we bring you in as partner entrepreneurs and researchers to generate impact and to generate good learning. That's how I would like to see the program. And those are the kind of candidates we are looking for. People with a very entrepreneurial mindset, who are coming to do and to learn in the process, and then when the project is done, to find that they have that they receive a certificate in the mail, but not to really come for that. So I think that's the main message, and that makes it a little bit a challenging program. And I think when Dan said it's mostly fun, it's because it's not always fun. It's difficult. It's because there's a lot of uncertainty. It's real life. So you know, real life is complex and there's uncertainty, and but it's also very exciting. So we would like to have candidates that embrace that kind of challenge. And of course, in the process, we want to do everything at the high level as possible, rigorously in terms of science, in terms of learning, of course. But that is a means towards something. It's not an end in itself for us.
So what it means that we have some uncertainty. Learning and academic course are very constructed, but since everything is arranged around project, things happen. Suddenly project we planned is not going on the way we thought. Our partners in India, Africa, wherever, change issues. We think about one thing, we need to make change to do other thing, but this is reality. So learning focuses mainly around 1 day a week. Next year it will be Wednesday from the morning, 8:30 in the morning until 8 in the evening, full day. In the thesis track, it mostly all academic learning. In the non-thesis track, there are more 4 hours elective courses need to be taken from other departments at the university. We learn, Ram teaches a course he calls The Big Picture, and it's an introduction to the challenging words, catastrophe, dangerous, economic situation, changes, what we need to learn to do, and what we know about the world. I teach a course about human and society, mainly focus on theories of change and focus on cultural and psychological components we need to take into account while applying change, because we don't conceive ourselves as an expert that come to apply change in the world. All we know how to do is to be supervised or guide for the local people to work with them and apply change. And if we're not capable to work with the local people and meet their wishes and their motivation and their ability to apply change, we can do nothing. We can only work together in order to bring some changes. So how to work with a local population, with policymakers is very important. Author gives a basic course on farmers, farms, agriculture, and usually makes us envy because everyone loves him, right? Adas teaches about water. She's expert in water. She's an engineer, and you spend sometimes in her laboratory learning to observe and see what her students are doing there to develop methods for monitoring water, treating water, and all kind of crazy idea that Adas brings with her. We have Yossi and Dorit. They teach course on actually how to apply project, how to design a business model, how to work with team, and all of us are very connected to each other. So every course is linked to and connected to the other course. Also, you have research methods, and you have a thesis workshop where we work about the research, and Eldad will work with you on the project and the planning of the project. So from the beginning of the year, you're divided into groups, you start learning about the project, you meet the organization that you're going to work with, and start developing and applying the project there. So learning is fun. We're small groups. Sometimes we have few students joining us, but mainly we are a small group. We work together, we do things together. This year, the students had chance to take several tours. Some of them visited the Knesset on Monday. Some of them were in the Arava in a seminar. There is a seminar that we cover the expense of the seminar, but students need to cover accommodation, which is not high, but need to be covered there. And you go for 5 days to start learning about the desert and how to... Sure. Who is it? I can see. Who wants to ask? Someone wanted to ask? You're welcome to. Just say if you would like to ask or if you need me to clarify something, because we didn't want you to hear a lecture. We wanted to tell you about the program. So you're invited to ask whatever you're interested in. Is there anything you would like us to clarify more or to ask about? We love students that don't open their mouth. Then we can fall asleep. Okay. Yeah, Dan.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Whenever you talk, just present yourself. Say who you are and where from.
Okay, I'm Dan from Kenya. I wanted some clarity on a few things. First of all is about the period, if it's thesis, and then where there's that big difference between a thesis and non-thesis, and then I wanted to also find out about the scholarship for those people for tuition. Is there?
As for the path, we have two paths, with and without thesis. All learning are the same. Students learn the same things. The only difference is that student in the thesis track takes a thesis workshop with Ram and myself. Student in the non-thesis track has to learn 4 more hours because learning are 36 hours and you have 4 hours for your field work and 4 hours for the working on the project. And in the thesis track, there are 4 hours concerning the thesis. So if you're in the non-thesis track, you need to take 4 more hours of elective course. So regarding learning, that's the only difference. As for the project, everyone is working on the project, and in the same project, there can be people that only apply. For example, if Dan, the Israeli Dan Edgar, is involved in a project in India with treated water, some student can just work with the local people on trying to check and help them use treated water. And some people like Dan, who is in the thesis track, conduct a study on the same project to learn the efficacy of what they're doing or to measure the economical outcomes of using treated water. So as for the learning and the work, there is very little changes between thesis and non-thesis track. But if you graduate without a thesis, you have to hand out an assignment describing the project. And if you're in the thesis, you don't have to write about the project, you hand out your thesis. So learning are 2 semesters. We start in October. We end, next week is our last week. Usually we end by the middle of June, and there can be some exam until the end of June, but mainly very few exams. Most of them are assignments that are all connected to the project. In RAM course and in research methods, you have exam, all the rest are mainly assignment. And during the summer, most students wish to go abroad and apply the project. They need to go for at least a month. Some goes for 3 months. And it depends where the project is, and there you conduct the project or the thesis. And as you come, you don't have any more courses, you just have to hand your final assignment, either thesis or the assignment. As for scholarship, unfortunately, we don't have scholarship to support program. The program is very expensive, not tuition, but we pay for the flight and for staying abroad, and it costs more than learning itself. So we do get lots of money in order to finance student flying and staying wherever they need to because of the project. Sometimes we get support, and often we're able to give few thousand shekel to students, but there is nothing we can ascertain now because we get it from donors, or sometimes a specific person that is interested in the specific project decide to support learning also in Israel, but there is nothing we can promise to. The only thing we can say is that we do our best to try and help. But whatever we do, even if we get some money, it will never cover tuition. So I'm not sure, but it's about, I don't want to say to mislead you, but I think it's something like $10,000 or $12,000 tuition for the whole program. And if you apply soon enough, it's there are more chances to get boarding at the university dorms, which need to be paid also, but it's not as expensive as living in Tel Aviv, because we're placed at Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is the most expensive city in Israel. Life are fun there. There are things going on all the time, but it's not easy. Maybe Reuven can say a few words because he lives in Tel Aviv, and maybe Reuven can share with you some of his experience trying to live in Tel Aviv. Reuven, can you? Can you say a few words about where you live and how you manage? You have to unmute yourself. You're muted.
Sorry. I think living in the dorm is very good, and it's more cheaper than living outside the dormitory, because if you rent a room outside the dormitory, you have to pay an initial deposit, which as a student you may not be able to have. But when you're living in the dormitory, it's more secure. Your security and everything is assured. That is not to say that when you live outside the dormitory, your security is not assured. But I prefer more in the dormitories to living outside, because in the dormitories you also have a peace of mind to study. You know how to. You are living with your colleague students. You have a lot to learn from them. You can discuss issues with them. You have a lot to do when we are living together in the dormitory. So for me, living in the dorm is more preferable than living outside the dorm. And I wish my colleagues those coming would take that opportunity. I did that, and it helped me a lot. Though one way or the other, I left the dorm to go and stay outside, but I later regretted, because renting outside, I had to pay an initial amount of money, which I could have used that money on me to stay at the dormitory. So living in the dorm is very good, and I'll suggest that to all students who are coming. Thank you.
So there are pros and cons for living in the dormitory just next to the university, and you have 2 minutes walking, and some benefit of living independently, not at the boarding dormitory of the university, and everyone can decide. But if you want to live at the university, you have to make decisions very quickly, because it's very difficult to get housed there.
I mean, I just want to say that on that, that the class takes place, the whole course is a day a week, as Tami said. So, I don't live in Tel Aviv, and Tami doesn't live in Tel Aviv. She lives a little bit far away. You don't have to live in Tel Aviv, which is the most expensive city in Israel. It's pretty easy to commute to university from many other parts of the country, which are cheaper to live in. Also, by the way, since you're only, so you spend 1 day in classes, 1 day a week only in the classes while you're here, essentially you only have to spend 2 semesters here. The third semester is in the field. On the days when you're not on campus taking classes, you can work on your studies, you can work on your projects. Of course, we also have arranged internships for some students in like agri-tech companies, and we're eager to help any student who wants to get to know some of the innovation ecosystem in Israel, to work with some companies or organizations. We're very happy to try to help that, to make that happen. And also, I just want to emphasize again what Tommy said, that we do not have guaranteed fellowships, but in practice, we have been able to offer some fellowships for quite a few of the students until now, either based on merit, excellence in studies, or based on grants we received for promoting the research projects that are pursued by students in the program. But it's unlikely to cover all of your costs. That's, I think, what I just want to repeat what Tommy said, that we help whenever we can, and Tommy works very hard to find money for students. And this is also something where we are to work together, that you also have to make an effort, find opportunities, initiate things. But even when successful, it rarely covers the full cost of living here.
Okay. Are there more questions? I'd like to ask everyone, I've started a WhatsApp group for the people that I know that have already been accepted to the program, and sometimes when we have information or things to offer, we just share information there. So some of you are in this group and already I have discussion with them. Those of you that are not yet in the group, please send me a WhatsApp, and our secretary, Anna, will give you my details, and send me your name and WhatsApp number, and I will add you to the group, and then we can discuss many issues that raised during the time. So please do that. What else? I can write in the chat. Let's see why it's not working here. I will write my WhatsApp number in the chat. So
Tammy, if I
Yeah.
can just add one thing, okay?
Yeah,
And say,
sure.
because I see that most of the people that are coming from abroad are not Israelis. I just want to say the advantage in the program is, I mean, that it has a entrepreneurial strike, okay? So if you'll come with ideas, if then after or doing the studies here and doing your project, and you want to develop things, so the program is very open to it. So just keep it in mind, because if you have thoughts for the future, you know, even outside of the academia, so it might give you the right tools and experience.
I swear I didn't tell Dan what to say, and I'm going to upgrade your grade in this semester because you're saying such nice things about us. But really, all of the lecturers, all of us, conducting projects in the developing world. So actually, we teach what we're doing, what we're expert in, and we care about it because it's much easier. Normal lecturer at the university are on vacation between middle of June and middle of October. We work because of the project and the student, and we don't actually have a vacation. That's because for us, it's a mission. We really care for it. And therefore, I think the program is very intimate. We have meeting with a student, we talk, it doesn't look like a university with a lecturer and student. It looks like a learning group. and we're
It's a
all
family.
what?
I say it's a family. It's a family.
It's like a family. It's like a family, and like Ruben, who is our first student from Ghana, became so excited. He's working now on developing an exchange program between us and his university in Ghana, and he's doing wonderful job there. And we're open to try and do things. Or this year, we had for the first time 4 students from Malawi. We never had project in Malawi before, but right now we're working with Malawi, and even Ruben is going to Malawi, not to Ghana for the project. And we have new partners, and we start new issues to do. And we have someone from Brazil that is very interested in making some changes in Brazil, and we're working on developing new idea and new project in Brazil. So things are open. It's always open for discussion. We don't let you go wherever you want, because we need to make sure that we have partners, that the project can be sustainable, that you're being taken care of and you're not alone, and you're always part of a university like in Tapa or Amrita University in India, or with a Israeli organization or NGO that works there. But we are open to new ideas, and this year we developed some new ideas.
I mean, I just think Marcos has raised his hand also.
I didn't see. Marcus, where are you? Here he is.
You're too
Right.
polite. Marcos, you are too polite. In Israel, you just have to...
Thank you.
Marcus,
Okay, thank you, Ram.
where are
Hi,
you?
everyone. I'm from Colombia. How are you? 8 hours before 10 a.m. Okay, my question is related to the schedule time. I mean, I know that we begin our program on October 23rd, but when do we have to go before there? Because I think that there are some religious days, and this is I would like to know in order to buy my ticket, for example, to apply for a visa. So if you have that kind of information, would be very helpful for me or for the other one.
I don't think you have to be here before the classes start. Is that what you mean?
What we don't know yet, Ram, is about the Arava. Are we going to be there or no before?
No, we're not.
So I'm not sure when. We have to look at the website, but our university starts sometimes at the middle of October. And I'm not certain of the date, but we can look at it and let you all know. It's good to be here a few days before, but you don't need to come before October. And then you don't need to be here later than the end of June, because you may have some exam, but then you go abroad. So the end of June or the second week of July are the time that the student usually go abroad to the project, right?
Yeah, so I just checked, and like you said, it starts October 23rd. You don't really have to be there before that. And it will end on June 30th. So after June 30th, you know, maybe a couple of weeks later, if there are any exams and so forth, but then you're free to head over to the field. We want you to be able to spend as much of your time in the field.
Okay, thank you.
So there's really no real need to come a lot before October 23rd, maybe just, you know, to settle in, but otherwise academically it's not necessary.
We have a new secretary. Her name is Anna.
Anna.
Yeah, and her mail address, if I'm writing it, I guess all of you has it. Sustained shortage of sustainable development, and that's her mail. and she can give you all details and, wow, put there two instead of, let's see, sustain div. Div, great. Okay, sustain div, TAUEX, TAUACIL. Her name is Anna, and she will help you if you need anything. Also, I added her to our WhatsApp group. So there is a WhatsApp group called Developing 23rd. Because in January it will already be 23rd, and I get mixed with all the groups because we never leave our past student. So just if you're not part of it, I think Marcos, you're in the
Yes, yes, perfect. I'm the
is
WhatsApp
there,
group. Thank you.
and some of you that I was speaking with before, if you're not, let me know. Send me your details and I'll add you to the group. So it's another way to get details if you need anything. We have
Thank you.
another.
Thank you so much.
Just one thing, Sharon, you asked a question on the chat. Was it answered?
I did see the
the TAU size collaboration with Johns Hopkins. I don't know the details of that. What exactly would you like to know?
We have Tom. Tom, are you here? He's from Johns Hopkins, right? Where are you? We have a student from Johns Hopkins. We do have.
Sharon is asking about, there is a collaboration between Tel Aviv University and Johns Hopkins SAIS. I don't know the details of that, and I'm not sure how it relates to participation in the program, but if there's something that you know about that, we can try to find out if it affects you.
With Johns Hopkins in Italy, there is an agreement that students learn there for their second degree can come and complete the degree with us.
Oh, right.
Only 2 semesters. Actually, they come for the whole year, and we have one student. Who is it? I saw him here before. We have one student coming from Johns Hopkins in Italy to join our program. Yeah. We will have another open day the 16th. I don't remember the link to the Zoom, but you're welcome to join it again if you miss anything. Other question you would like to ask? Would you like to ask any question?
Yeah, hi, Meghna this side. So I was just going through and I came across the Yale Fox Fellowship. So could you please just give us some insight regarding that?
Sorry, I missed your last words. What did you say?
I actually went through the website and I came across the Yale Fox Fellowship. So could you just give us some insight on that?
I don't think I know anything to tell you about it. I have no idea. I think I wrote to you about it. You can ask Anna. There is nothing we have or we can guarantee. Sometimes there are calls for different things from Tau International. You're all open to apply for that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anything more? Other question?
Tom, go ahead, please.
You're muted, so please unmute yourself.
Tom, I thought you raised your hand? I guess not. Okay. Any other questions?
Oh, yes, I did. Hello.
Go. Yeah.
Hi, it's Tom from from the
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I would like to ask about the question is it's more of what Marcos asked. I actually hello, you can hear me now? Hello?
I'm sorry, but something
I
is
think my
wrong
network is
with communication, and I cannot hear you. So maybe you can, if it's not getting better, can you write to us or send
Can you
it
hear me now?
or in the chat? Because you just we hear you and then we stop hearing you. You can try again and see if it's getting better, but it's not. You're free. So Tom, what I suggest is that send me a WhatsApp. I think you're also in the WhatsApp group, aren't you?
Okay, can you hear me now? Oh, okay.
I hear you sometimes. You can try and we will try. But, maybe if you try without a video, only your voice, it will be better. If you turn off the video, will it be better?
Yes.
It's written that your network is low.
Okay.
Okay, I hear.
So it's about the holiday.
But you have to unmute. I think you're muted. I can't hear you. No, you're not muted. What did you want to ask about the holiday?
Okay, like I received a mail about the housing. So they were saying like I have to be in school, like to check in at the dorms by the 2nd of October. And failure to which like I have to wait until 18th because of holiday.
Until when?
Until 18th because of there's a holiday that is in between.
That I believe it's okay. Please write to Anna and she will deal with it, because maybe they want to make sure that you come and they don't lose the housing, but you let them know that you can come only by the 18th, and I'm sure it will be okay. But Anna will deal with it. Okay?
יש לו באוזניים ובגרון אדום.
אוקיי.
יש לו בשקית שם את הטיפות והכל. לדעתי למיטה. שני הוא באמצע השינה כזה.
So, Tom, be
חבל אז שלא עליתי איתו, אבל מישהו נרדם.
She can help you with that.
ישרתי לשאול אותך, בדיוק הייתי בדרך.
Okay, guys, so it started getting some noise, and if you think that there are more issues you can ask and you didn't ask, and if you remember something, just write us, send me your details, I'll add you to the group, we can continue with the group, and I will send you the link to our open day in June 16, and then we can continue speaking about it and giving you more information if you're lack of anything. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Tommy.
So thank you very much for joining us now, and we'll be more than happy to see you here and to continue talking. And we're very excited about the program. We love what we're doing. It's deep in our heart. Ram and myself and all the other people really believe in change, and we believe we can make change. And we will be happy if you join us to convey change in the world. So see you soon and be in touch and have a great evening or whatever you have wherever you are.